Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of the Elite Transformations podcast. I'm Rich and this is Lotte. Our main aims for this podcast is to introduce ourselves, to explain what Elite Transformations does and share what we have planned with the podcast. I'm Rich, I've been a personal trainer for 10 years and I've been an MNU certified nutritionist for 3 years. I've spent my career working with very busy people to reduce their body fat levels, increase their muscle mass, increase their confidence, and along the way achieve some pretty cool feats of strength like chin-ups and handstands.
Hi, I'm Lotte. I'm a psychotherapist. I've been working in the field of mental health for over a decade. I work with performers or people that go on stage, and I really enjoy working with self-esteem. I help extraordinary people achieve unbelievable results.
Elite Transformations started when I set a challenge to 4 of my clients, Lotte was included. The challenge was to perform 10 strict chin-ups in 12 weeks. The challenge got off to a flying start, but after about halfway, we started to hit some roadblocks and slowed down.
I think we were all beginning to struggle with kind of where we were up limiting ourselves. I think we'd got to kind of 3, 4, 5 chin-ups as women. And then we really started to get curious around I started to get curious around what people were thinking, what people were saying to themselves, the kind of the dialogue that they were using, and the mindset that they were in. So we kind of then looked at what was standing in our way and looking at removing that. So whether it was limiting beliefs or, again, that kind of inner critic that was really loud that was blocking why we couldn't sort of progress onto the next level or the next steps of chin-ups. So that's when my job kind of kicked in around rep 5.
So we ended up having this personal training aspect, a nutrition aspect, and then we had this mindset aspect.
Yeah.
And the women all did achieve their 10 chin-ups and it was amazing.
Sally got 11.
And in 12 weeks, that was a seriously impressive feat of strength. So
yeah.
that was super cool and exciting. And it was at that point we realised that we were onto something.
Yeah.
That we could together, when we collaborated our skills, we could achieve better, more effective, longer lasting results.
Yeah, and I think as well, kind of taking part in it, I think what was also really lovely was the accountability between kind of what we had as the team. So with you and then with the 4 of us, there was this accountability of cheering each other on and kind of the camaraderie and also the support system that was in place, which again with Elite Transformations is really significant. We've kind of based our structure around ensuring that accountability is there as well. And
you really managed to pull 4 individual girls into a tight squad. So we had this amazing tightly packed community of 4 women achieving something extraordinary.
Yeah.
And it was just this wonderful environment, and it was just super exciting to be part of, and an amazing result.
Yeah, really good fun to do.
At Elite Transformations, we empower ambitious individuals to achieve extraordinary results through a holistic blend of strength training, nutritional education, and importantly, mindset coaching. Our mission is to educate and to transform people's lives, nurturing confidence and peak performance with integrity and encouragement. At Elite Transformations, we have 3 elements. We have strength training, we have nutritional education, and we have mindset coaching. We believe that there's an infinite link between all of these 3, and in order to achieve sensational, transformative results,
with longevity,
we must provide attention to each of these 3 elements. If one element is missing, then we believe that the results will only be temporary. In order to have long-lasting, lifelong results, we must approach all 3 aspects. So by doing this, we're going to achieve optimal health, optimal satisfaction, confidence within the person, and a real fully well-rounded transformation of the mind and the body. We work with highly motivated, busy people who are constantly juggling personal life, work commitments, social commitments, children, and everything else in between. Our clients want to understand and learn more about themselves, the processes that are involved in transforming their body, their dietary habits, their mindset. And in order to do this, we can educate them in multiple areas and take them on a structured journey to allow them the autonomy in future to continue what they've learned with us, so they can apply it to their life throughout life. The principles are scientifically proven, and the concepts have tested the length of time, and we've proven it works, and it's based in evidence.
And it becomes a lifestyle, so it becomes a way of thinking and a way of life rather than being, I'm on a diet, I think is significant.
We want our clients to not have to rely on us forever. We want to give our clients the understanding, the education, the autonomy to make the decisions to suit their life in 1 year's time, in 5 years' time, in 10 years' time, in 20 years' time. We want our clients to leave the nest eventually, don't we? We don't want them to have to rely on us. We're not a diet company. We are a holistic lifestyle company which has a serious focus on strength training, nutritional education and mindset coaching.
What should we expect from the podcast, Rich?
The podcast is a space for us to share our wisdom, our knowledge, educate our audience, and importantly, client success stories. It's a place for people who already know us to get to know us better, and for people that don't know us to get to know us. We're going to be sharing anecdotes, hot topics, dive into hot topics, current topics which are potentially misunderstood, or perhaps they're not misunderstood, and perhaps they're actually excellent bits of science and wisdom that people need to know about. We want to uncover all of these large and small areas which people get confused with, that people might need to know, or which might help them in order to adapt, create better change.
And making those small incremental steps. So if we can provide a little bit of knowledge around something that, again, a habit that can be developed, that's a little step that can over time make a big impact. I think that's what we do. We're the calm in the chaos, in the sense of like looking at what we want to be and what we want to provide. We're not glam. I think that's a kind of a...
Real people, real lives, people. Real stresses, constant variable stresses going on. And we can
navigate that rather than give you kind of a yo-yo diet of like, cut this out this week and it will change your life. It's not going to. There's an unglamorous grind to what we do. And I think that like, hopefully it will be fun, but it's kind of looking at that style of...
Yeah, and it's I'm super excited because it's so amazing that we get to have we get to share these three major elements to transforming your life, anyone's life, your friend's life, that they're so important to. I mean, one can't be missed out. We have to address all three, and between us, we can share our expertise on all areas. Our podcasts are going to be short and snappy with lots of actionable take-home points. And importantly, we want to build a community. So we'd love to get to know you guys. Please comment, ask us questions, get involved, get in contact. We want to know more about you, and we want to be able to help you. So bring us your problems, your questions, and we can't wait to get stuck in. And help more people in the process of what we're going to do. So thank you so much for watching our first ever episode.
And for listening.
And for listening too. Yes, this is going to be on YouTube and on podcast platforms. So you can switch between the two. So yeah, thanks so much for being here, and keep your eye out for episode 2. We plan on taking 2 episodes per week. So we're going to have a constant stream of wisdom, knowledge, hopefully some humour.
Maybe.
And potentially some daft conversations sometimes, which will bring you a giggle.
Have a great week.